Dear students of English version 11, now we will discuss on important properties of scalar product. When we will multiply two vector quantities of three dimensional, actually there are two three-dimensional vector quantities, which will be the resultant of them according to the dot product. Now we will discuss about this. Suppose here is given vector A, and the vector A has the members along with all the three axes. Along with x axis, its value is ax, along with y axis, its value is ay, and along with z axis, its value is suppose az. And in the same way, for the another vector B, along with x axis, the value of vector V is bx, along with the y axis the value is by, and along with z axis the value is bz. Now if we multiply these two vectors, which will be the resultant according to the dot product. Let us discuss about this. So let us multiply. Suppose now we will multiply these two vectors according to the dot product. Vector A dot vector B equal to, now we will submit all the members of value of vector A. Here is ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap here, and the same way the members of vector B is here bx I cap plus by j cap plus bz k cap. Now we will multiply these two vectors. Here according to, we know well, according to the laws of multiplication, here we will have to multiply the first terms of vector A with the first term and second term and third term of vector B. Again we will have to multiply with second term of vector A with all the three terms of vector B. Again with the third terms of vector A, we will have to multiply all the three terms of vector B. Now let us multiply. So first of all, we will have to multiply the first term of vector A with the first term of vector B. Here we can see ax and bx are two scalar quantities, and I and j two vector quantities. So in case of scalar quantity, we can multiply in common way, but in case of vector quantity, although these two are unit vectors, but they will must follow a particular rules of the vector product. We know that there are two particular rules. One is scalar product or dot product, and another is vector product or cross product. As here we are multiplying according to the scalar product, so we will must submit the dot sign between them, and after then we will find out which will be the resultant according to the dot product. So let us multiply, as the coefficient of I cap of first vector is a scalar quantity, and the coefficient of the I cap of second vector is also a scalar quantity. So we can multiply those two scalar quantities normally. Let us multiply ax bx, but I cap and I cap are vector quantities. So, and now we are multiplying according to the dot product. Here we must submit the dot sign. Here I cap dot I cap plus, in the same way we will multiply the first terms of vector A with the second terms of vector B. Here is let us multiply again. Here is ax by. These two are scalar quantity ax by, and here I cap and here is j cap. So let us submit I cap dot j cap. Again with the first term we will multiply the last term of the vector b vector. Here is ax bz. Let us multiply ax and bz, and here the two unit vectors are I cap and k cap, and dot product I cap dot k cap. In the same way, now we will multiply with the second terms of vector A with the all terms of vector B. So here AY BX, there will be AY BX, and here is unit vector J cap, here is unit vector I cap. So J cap dot I cap, again AY, the second term of our vector and the second term of second vectors, AY BY. This is right, AY BY, and here is J cap, here is also J cap. J cap dot J cap plus again this AY J cap and BZ K cap. AY and he will multiply with the second term of first vector with the third term of the second vector, AY BZ, AY BZ, and has the two unit vector J cap and K cap. J cap dot K cap. So again AY BX, AY BX, J cap I cap, J cap I cap, AY BY, AY BY, J cap dot J cap, J cap dot J cap plus AY BZ, AY BZ, J cap dot K cap, J dot cap dot K cap. Again, last of all, here the AZ BX, AZ BX, here is K cap dot I cap, K cap dot I cap plus AZ BY, AZ BY, here is K cap and J cap, K cap dot J cap. First of all, AZ BZ, AZ BZ, and here is K cap dot K cap, K cap dot K cap. So I have already multiplied according to the normal law of multiplication. Now we will submit the resultant of the dot product of the unit vectors here. We know that from our previous discussion, from our previous lesson, we know that when we will multiply the unit vectors with each other, if the two vectors are indicate the same vector, then the value will be 1, and if the two vectors indicate the two different vector, in that cases the value will be 0. We have already discussed in this way. Suppose I cap dot I cap, the value will be 1. Suppose I cap dot J cap, the value will be 0. In the similar way, it will also applicable for the another vectors. So when we multiply two same type of unit vector, the value will be 1, and to different type of unit vector, the value will be 0. So now let us submit the value here. Here AX BX is scalar quantities, so no problem. We can easily write the value AX BX here. Now which will be the value of I cap dot I cap? We know that according to the dot product of the two unit vectors, when the unit vectors will be same, I cap, the value must be 1. So here the value is 1. Again, AX BY is scalar quantity, and the I dot J, we know that here the value must be 0. So 0, as the result of I cap dot J cap will be 0. If we multiply 0 with AX BX, this value will also be 0 finally. So we will submit here 0. Again, here AX BZ and I cap dot K cap, as the I cap and K cap, here the value also will be 0. As a result, the multiplication will also be 0 here. So this term will also be 0. 0 plus again this first line is finished, plus again ui bx j cap dot I cap. In this case also we can see here the value j cap dot I cap will be 0 here. As a result, the total term will be 0 after multiplying. So it is also be 0 plus, let us submit here. Here is two same vector j cap dot j cap. So here the value will not be 0. Here the value will be 1. So we'll have to write this value. Here ui by and the value will be 1 to 1. Plus again here j cap dot k cap. So the value will be 0. The full multiplication will be 0. As a result, this full term will be 0. Finished. And last of all, again az bx, here as the vector is I cap k cap dot I cap, the two different vector unit vectors, this value will be 0, this term will also be 0. So let us submit 0 plus again here k dot two different unit vector, in this case also the full value will be 0. Last of all, here the product of between two same unit vector, so here the value will be 1, so the final value of this term will not be 0. This will be here az bz into 1. So last of all, which will remain the resultant ax bx plus ay by last of all az bz. So finally we have got this value of the scalar product of the three-dimensional vectors between two three-dimensional vectors. So here from this information we can see that when we multiply to three-dimensional vectors, then according to the dot product, especially for the weaker student, that's an important technique. I am going to say an important technique. How will remember when we will multiply to three-dimensional vectors according to the dot product, which will be the resultant. Finally, when you will apply this formula to solve a mathematical problem, so you need not to submit all this information, you will only submit the final information here. You will use the final information. So you can remember in this way, when we multiply to three-dimensional vectors, then it is easy that only the coefficient of the same unit vector will remain here and the another values will be 0 here. So we can say, or we can remember in this way, a dot b equals to coefficient of I cap into coefficient of I cap. Here coefficient of, in case of first vector, the coefficient of I cap is ax. In case of second vector, the coefficient of I cap is bx. So when we multiply according to the dot product, in this case, in this way we can remember the product will be coefficient of I cap, coefficient of I cap. Coefficient of I cap ax, here coefficient of I cap is bx. So ax bx plus coefficient of j cap, coefficient of j cap, ay by plus again coefficient of k cap, coefficient of k cap, az bz in this way. So only the coefficient will be multiplied with each other in this way. But some student can say, sir, here we have applied no angle. No, it's no chance to say in this way. We have already applied the angle between the two vectors, as according to the scalar product, we are multiplying here all the unit vectors. So someone's value will be 1 and another value will be 0. We have already applied here the internal angle of all the vectors. So there is no chance to say that, sir, we have not applied here any angle. No, we have applied angle in all cases. But last of all, the particular value for some case becomes 1 and another cases has become 0 here. So, in short, when angle directly, first final, although we have applied the angle between all the vectors, but finally there is no angle here. So, if we face two three-dimensional vectors and we have to multiply, then here we need not to submit the angle finally. Finally, we will directly apply this information to find out the value. In a particular case, let us apply how we can find out the value here. So, if the given value is a constant value, then how we can multiply two vectors. Now we will discuss about this. Let us discuss. Suppose we will remember this line as a formula or law in case of dot product. Suppose our given value here, a particular value suppose given is given here. Suppose the value is here given, suppose 2i plus 3j plus k, suppose 3i plus 5j minus 2k. Now, which will be the multiplication? So, let us submit all the members. The members of vector A is 2i plus 3j plus k. Let us submit 2i plus 3j plus k. K cap, you can also say cap. You should say k cap already. Why not a particular characteristics of unit vector that here is must be submitted the cap sign. Okay. Again, the members of vector B is 3 I cap plus 5 j cap minus 2 k cap here. Now let us multiply. According to the law, we will only multiply the coefficient of each vector. Coefficient of ax bx, coefficient of I cap, coefficient of j cap, coefficient of k cap and k cap. So coefficient of I cap and I cap, 2 into 3 here, 2 into 3 plus 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 sign. Here 3 coefficient of j cap, 3 into 5 plus and minus minus. Here coefficient of k cap is 1 and here is coefficient of k cap is 2 here. Okay, you can write in this way as you have taken minus at first. So you need not to submit the, if you submit here plus sign, then you will take here the minus value. Okay, let us plus into minus 2, no problem. So here will be 6 plus 15 minus 2, which will be the value 21 here minus 2. So final value will be 19. Answer. It's a very easy technique. So it's a very easy technique and it's a important topics in vector chapter. You will must face in different cases to find out the magnitude of the dot product of two three-dimensional vectors. So in this case, we can easily apply these rules. I will must remember this as a formula. It will help you to solve the CQ question, MCQ questions and admission questions. So thanks for all. You will must remember this and you must remember this technique. Thanks for all today.